Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent. Finally back here on Pokemon Showdown with another live. I know it's been like quite a few weeks now. I'll talk about that when we get into our first match. I do have an explanation for that, but first of all, let's go ahead and show off the team. We have Icium Z Kyurem-Black right here. This is just pretty much a variation of the Banded Hoopa Volt turn with Icium Z Kyurem-Black over the Life Orb one. So Banded Hoopa, Mega Manectric with Flamethrower, Rocky Helmet defensive Landorus-T, Scarf Jirachi, and Scarf Keldeo. Dual Scarfers really likes to catch people off guard, but let's go ahead and get into this. So basically, like 4 weeks ago, I had a ton of college apps to do, and then actually went out of town for like a week. I'm not going to say to where, and then I got back and I got the flu, so that kind of sucked, but I finally found this time to record. I'm still a bit sick. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. I'm hoping not, but let's go ahead and play through this one right here. I think we're in the 1500s. I can quickly double check. We're like right below the 1500s, so hopefully we can get to the 1500s today, but yeah, I'm finally glad to be back recording a video. It's been a while, but we'll lead Jirachi. It pretty much can just U-turn out on anything. He might go Ferrothorn right here, but I'm just going to U-turn anyway. If anything, he'll just go right for the electric type moves, so I can easily go Kyurem right here, but I don't want myself getting like Discharge paired. Manectric is also an option. Manectric actually does a ton of work. We're going to try out Manectric right here. Hoping he goes for he actually goes right for the Heat Wave, so that kind of sucks, because Manectric was a big threat. I'm hoping it's Zard Y, not Zard X, but we're going to Mega Evolve here and Volt Switch. I'm not sure if he would go Landorus when I could easily HPS right here, but he's going to stay in as I would expect, and now what I can do is just bring in my Kyurem. As we get it in safely on the Heat Wave, hopefully no burn. Okay, cool. And now what I'll do is go right for the Ice Beam. I could just fire off the Sub-Zero Slammer, I guess. That is honestly not a bad play, but I don't want to use it just to break Mimikyu's Disguise. That would be kind of a waste. At the same time, though, I'm just gonna go for it. And he goes Ferrothorn, so this might just drop in one hit. We'll see right here. This is super strong. That still does a ton of damage, and from that damage, Ice Beam should be able to knock him out from here. Probably not after a Protect, but I'm hoping he doesn't have Protect right here, and I just get the kill. If he spit off, I still don't think he takes this. We are max attack, and we don't have any special attack investment, I think. He does have Protect, so he's probably going to take this hit now, so I'm going to be forced to switch out here. I think Landorus is a fine play, but at the same time, he needs health for the Mimikyu quite a bit, so alternatively, I could go Hoopa. He's either going to go for Gyro Ball or Leech Seed, definitely. We're going to go Landorus right here. I think we can take some damage. Ideally, he goes for Gyro Ball right here, not Leech Seed, but he goes for the Leech Seed, so that's fine. His Ferrothorn's going to get a lot of health back, and unfortunately, that Icium Z is not going to be doing as much damage as I wanted. We'll get up a Rock just for Charizard. His only way to defog them is with Zapdos. He gets up a Spike, which is totally fine, and he's probably going to go right here for the Protect. So I'll go Manectric right here. Alternatively, I don't want him defogging, so I'm going to go Manectric. We should be able to knock out the Zapdos from the range it's at. And now this thing is at -2 if he wants to stay in. Goes right for that, so Flamethrower is pretty obvious, but there's no reason not to click it right here. And Manectric is looking really threatening. He's going to go right for the Protect. I still think he drops to Flamethrower, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm going to go right here for the Flamethrower again. And Landorus is still healthy and it won't be taking Spikes damage, so it'll still be healthy for the Mimikyu late game. I really don't want to get swept by that. Kyurem should be able to. I think actually Mimikyu hits in 96 base speed, and Kyurem's at 95. Kyurem's at 95, so Mimikyu does outspeed us. I will go right here for the Flamethrower. Did I ever turn on timer? He does. So sometimes I end up DCing for no reason. He's actually going to end up disconnecting, so I'll be right back and see if he wants to come back. Alright, the guy did end up coming back, so we're back here, and this is a pretty free Thunderbolt for me. Charizard X should drop to this, as it does. I don't know if that crit mattered, I doubt it does. But anyway, I also know I'm behind on IBA uploads, so we need to do weeks 8 through 10, I believe, so those will be going up in the coming week, and hopefully we can get caught up on that. I do know my record, and I'm hoping, actually I'm not going to spoil anything, but I hope you guys are looking forward to IBA continuing. I know it's been a few weeks since that, but he's going to go Coco. We'll find out right now if this thing is Scarf. If not, then I'll Volt Switch out on it. I'm hoping he's not Scarf. I forgot to open up my damage calc. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. I should probably done that before the video. It's been a long time since I've recorded, so he took nothing from that. I'm going to go here into my Jirachi. At the same time, Jirachi just invites in like all of these three, so maybe that's not the ideal play. If anything, he'll go for like a Dazzling Gleam or maybe a U-turn. I still want Landorus. I think we are going to go Jirachi, actually. I'm hoping he goes for the U-turn or something. Dazzling Gleam is fine. And what I can do here is just go right for... I could Healing Wish, but we're going to go right for the U-turn. I don't have a Fairy Resist. That's the only thing right now. I'm going to go for the Iron Head. Even if he wants to go Landorus or Ferrothorn, that's fine. The thing is, I don't want the Zapdos defogging. Well, he wouldn't defog his own hazards away. I'm going to go for Iron Head. At the same time, he could be locked in. This is a tricky play. But Jirachi is a great check to the Mimikyu if it's not boosted up, so I definitely want to keep this healthy right now. He's going to go Landorus. We'll see if this is defensive right now. I'm hoping that's definitely defensive. We see the Rocky Helmet, yeah. So, my own Landorus is a good play, but once again, it's the Mimikyu that's a problem. I'm going to go Keldeo. I'm really not expecting an Earthquake when my own Landorus could easily switch in right here. He gets up the rocks, so that's fine, and I'll just go right here for the Surf. Keldeo could actually easily clean late game. The thing is, this could come in, and I don't want that. I'm going to go for the Secret Sword, predicting Ferrothorn. I think he has to go Ferrothorn, because he doesn't have another Water Resist. That was a misplay in my opinion, but maybe I just over-predicted. Goes for the knockoff, so that's probably better for me in the long run. I'm going to go for Surf right here, because now I'm not locked in if he wants to go Ferrothorn. I can go Surf into Secret Sword and knock that guy out. Should knock that guy out, ideally. And then Hoopa can still do... nah, Hoopa's outsped by everything. We do get the kill on Landorus, so that's cool. And now he's probably going to go out into his Mimikyu or something. The problem is Mimikyu probably doesn't... probably knocks out Lando with a +1 Ghostium Z attack. So he just saw that he knocked off our Scarf, so... Electric type move is definitely incoming right now. Or Dazzling Gleam. I'm just gonna... Do I not need him on? Is there any mode that I can just sack? Hoopa? I don't see Hoopa doing as much as I want, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna go Hoopa. It's not gonna do anything this game, especially with its slow speed stat. So he goes for the Thunderbolt. Doesn't knock us out. He doesn't get the para, though, so... on the off chance that he wants to go Ferrothorn, well, actually, there's no reason not to Hyperspace. He should just knock us out. And then we go... there's a few plays. Does Manectric want to switch in again? We're at 37. We're going to take... 24, I think. So we can't switch in with Manectric after this. And that's going to be clutch. So I'll go right here for the Hyperspace Fury. As he knocks us out, I'll go Manectric right now. We should take the hazards. Yeah, we do. We took 16 from Spikes, I think. We took something, but anyway, Thunderbolt in the terrain is our best play. He'll probably sack his Ferrothorn and then go Mimikyu. But no matter what, I just stand with Manectric until it dies at this point. It should be able to get at least one kill and then break Mimikyu's disguise with the electric terrain up. So this will hopefully work out right here. We do get the kill on Coco actually, which is great for my Keldeo in the back. Keldeo's looking really great. I doubt it Scarf Zapdos. And I think our Landorus can still handle the Mimikyu, which he's going to go out into right now. So I'll go right here for the Thunderbolt, I think. Kyurem probably doesn't take a Shadow Sneak actually, so we'll go for the Thunderbolt. He just goes for the Shadow Sneak, and does Jirachi want to take this hit after hazards? Let's find out. If he's like just the Swords Dance set with the Life Orb, and we're Scarf Jirachi, and he's going to be doing 43 to 51, so we don't take it. We have to go Landorus on this thing, and honestly, I'm just going to go right here for the... We weakened Zapdos quite a bit earlier, and it's going to take a ton of rocks damage too. I think I have to bank on him not being speedy Zapdos, or I predict here and go for the U-turn. But no, Earthquake's my play. He goes hard Zapdos, so unfortunate. He's definitely going to be able to defog or roost or do something right here. U-turn's my play, or if he's speedy then HBIs, then I'll just lose to Mimikyu, so I really can't make that play. I have to go here into my Kyurem. Keldeo might take the Shadow Sneak from Mimikyu, but I'm going to have to bust its Disguise first, so... Kyurem's the play. We should be able to live whatever he goes for, even a Heat Wave. If he goes for the HP Ice, we'll definitely live that. Oh, we wouldn't have lived a Heat Wave, but obviously Ice Beam's my play. He knows Ice Beam's my play, so he'll probably go like Ferrothorn or something. But Ferrothorn invites in some Mons. The main thing I need to prevent right here is Mimikyu not getting an SD up. Goes Ferrothorn, so That takes a good amount. Can we freeze? We don't freeze. As he'll go for the I'll Ice Beam again. Maybe we could freeze him this turn, but he'll go for the late sheet right here. Not sure if he would risk the miss. I would just Gyro Ball if I were him, because the help's probably not gonna. He did risk the miss. That was a bad play in my opinion. But Keldio's the play. It looks like. Did the Zapdos roost up? No, it used Hidden Power on my Kyurem switch. So I think I have to go Keldeo. We should take a +2 Shadow Sneak. I'm gonna go for Secret Sword. Does Mimikyu want to come in right now? I'm gonna go for Secret Sword. We do knock him out. No point in over-predicting right there, because had I over-predicted, we would have just lost. And it's gonna come down to this Mimikyu, basically. Whether or not my Landorus can take like a +1 player off from 52. Goes Mimikyu. My play here is... What does more? Well, first of all, I break this guys with Surf. And then, well, I can probably break it with Scald, but what does more? Stone Edge or okay, so Surf is definitely my play. Goes for Scald. Can I get a burn? We do burn him. That's gonna give us the game, I think. And now I go for the Surf. I think he has to SD up again, but I don't think it's gonna be enough because Surf. If Hydro Pump's doing that much, Surf is gonna be doing a good amount too. Surf will put him in range of some attacks, and he's gonna go for his Z move, but at this point, I just go... What's my best bet? Did we put +2 on Jirachi? I'm gonna go Landorus right here. It'll be scary if the Zapdos roosts up, definitely. Do I Earthquake? I'm just gonna U-turn as he goes right for the player off, and we knock him out. Oh well, he's gonna do it into Rocky Helmet damage, and now Zapdos is gonna come out, and I spam HP Ice against this, and I'm really hoping it's not a Roost Zapdos. We did see how it was offensive, but if it comes in right here, it's gonna come at a really low amount of health, and hopefully he's not Roost. If he's Roost, I'm gonna have to start predicting with Earthquakes. Hopefully he's just offensive, and he is a Roost, so that's gonna take quite a bit. I go for Earthquake right here. Hopefully catching him on the Roost. He might just HP Ice right here though. He honestly should just HP Ice, and then yeah. So now it's just going to come down to whether Jirachi can win. It sucks that we were put in this position. I could have probably Healing Wished something up earlier, but Iron Head's our play. If he's a Rocky Helmet, then that's GG anyway, but it's going to come down to whether we can flinch him quite a few times right here. As the game ended, so we did not get the flinch even once. So that kind of sucks, but it was a pretty close match, to be honest. Not disappointed with that one at all. And we'll get another one right here. As we find this match. A very offensive team, except for the Pex Zapdos core. Could be defensive Lando too. I'm going to start the timer. And we're going to ignore. And I'm going to lead off with my... Kieran's not a bad lead at all, but Toxapex... He might lead Toxapex, but we're going to lead Manectric on the Zapdos. I'll just Mega Evolve and Volt Switch out. And I'll bring in my Kyurem right here. Ideally no Discharge Para, or he actually just goes for Volt Switch himself. So, not sure what he would want to switch in, because nothing really wants to take us out. Probably Scizor wants to come in here. SD Mega Scizor is a big threat, but I think Jirachi can take a +6 Bullet Punch. Maybe? Let's calc that one. Offensive Swords Dance? That's not Max Attack. I don't know if Max Attack is standard, but let's calc Jirachi. +6 Bullet Punch. We do live, and we can Fire Punch that thing. He does go Scizor, so Landorus is my play. As we can probably use this as an opportunity to get up a Rocks. He's going to U-turn and take some damage, so that's good. That's fine with me. Now he'll go his own Landorus to get up his Rocks or Weavile. We see the Weavile, so that's fine. My switch into this is Keldeo. And probably he goes right for the knockoff. That's probably Band-Aid or Life Orb. It's Band-Aid. Okay, so I know he's locked in, and I know he's going Pex right here, so I'm going to double out, I think. Yeah, we're going to go... No, there's no reason to do that at all. Just going to Surf. No, we're just going to Secret Sword. Because on the off chance he wants to choke and leave this thing in, this is one of the biggest threats to my team. So I'm gonna stand right here and hope he wants to double knockoff. Because the Hoopa double is pretty obvious right here, in my opinion. Because if I go Hoopa and he goes Pex, then I just got a Zen Headbutt. Or a Hyperspace Fury, which nothing wants to take, except for Bulu. So I'm hoping he stays in and knocks off right here. And plus, if I Surf, then I don't knock him out, and he will probably knock me out in turn. I could... No, Secret Sword's my play. This is a hard one. Because I really want to go Hoopa, or Manectric, but it's really not worth it. I'm hoping he stays in and knocks right here. Pex would be the, like, safe play. Or Bulu, honestly, but he doesn't want to get Scald Burnt. He could also go Scizor or Zapdos. Scizor probably wants to take 2 Surfs, I would imagine. Well, it took that Rocky Helmet hit it earlier, so Scizor probably doesn't want to take 2 Surfs from Keldeo. Or Scarf. Hydro Pump does that much, so Surf should be doing like 41 to 40. Yeah, it'll get 2 it KO'd. No, it might not. Was it 41.9? Yeah, it'll get 2 it KO'd at 84. He does go Toxapex, so unfortunate that we decided to do that, and he's gonna get Black Sludge Recovery. There's several plays I can make here. I can go Landorus and try to get a Barox. He's probably gonna go for like Toxic Spikes or something along those lines. He could just Scald. I'm gonna go Hoopa and hope he doesn't burn me. As he doubles into Scizor, good play, but I'm just Landorus is a free switch in right here. He might Roost, he might U-turn. Any of those are fine. Goes for U-turn, so we're just slowly weakening the Scizor into range of a lot of attacks. Out comes a Weavile, and honestly, I'm just going to get up my rocks right here on the Icicle Crash. Landorus didn't even do that much. Like, sure, it could switch into these 3, but it wasn't the most necessary mon, and now what I can do is just go out into my... probably Jirachi. Or Kyurem, or Manectric. We're going to make the Manectric play, and we're going to go right for the Flamethrower, I think. Yeah. Well, maybe this isn't the best play, because... well, I know he's Banded, and Flamethrower will knock him out, so... Our win condition right now is definitely Manectric. It sucks that we couldn't get up rocks, but I think that was a fine opportunity, too, because Knockoff was probably the play right there. And he had Hazard Control anyway, but he actually had 2 potential defoggers, so... Even if he got up rocks, he would probably defog with one of them. Let me just make sure that Flamethrower knocks him out, or else I probably want to switch out right here. Manectric against Weavile. Overheat does a lot. Oh, that means Flamethrower might not do the trick. Yeah, we're not knocking this thing out, so we'll go for it anyway. If anything, I'll just Healing Wish up my Manectric later. We take a Banded Icicle Crash, I think. Yeah, we do easily. And I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower. Volt Switch is another play I could do. That'll put him into range of my Keldeo. Well, he's already in range of Keldeo, obviously. That'll probably put him into range of a U-turn from Jirachi if I want to do that. But we still have our Z move in the back, and Kyurem completely rips through him. If I can weaken the Scizor a little more, because it took that those 2 Rocky Helmet hits. I'm hoping he's not a Roost Scizor. That would be a little bit annoying, but if I were him, I would make a switch right here. But into what is his question? I go for Flamethrower every time. He's really taking his time to think about this play, but you just go like Zapdos or something. If you go Zapdos, then I Volt Switch out into my Kyurem, and I Fusion Bolt. Fusion Bolt 2 at KO, the Scizor. It's probably Bulky Swords Dance. Kyurem-Black, Sub-Zero Slammer, Fusion Bolt does that much. Earth Power doesn't do enough. I would probably have to go for Earth Power into Earth Power for the Spadef drop. We could Z into the Scizor, and then Fusion Bolt it. Yeah, that seems like a play. Is this guy's just gonna time out? You're gonna make a play, friend? I mean, I'll take the points. He does make a play into Toxapex, which was a weird play in my opinion, but I mean, hey, I'll take the Volt Switch. Volt Switch is pretty free right here, as he's gonna let me get it off. Now the question is, what do we switch in? Hoopa. As you guys does lay up the Toxic Spike, so that sucks, like a lot. Because our team's gonna be getting worn down, and here I'm just gonna gunk predicting Bulu. Bulu's really obvious. He does go Bulu, and we knock that guy out with the gunk shot. That was a play. And here he's gonna Pursuit. So we knocked out the Weavile. Now he's gonna go Scizor, as he's probably going to Roost. I definitely don't want to stay in. We'll go Jirachi on the U-turn, which is totally fine. He's not going to get Grassy Terrain Recovery now, which is great, because I want to keep the Scizor low. And the rest of his team is Kyurem food right now. And honestly, Manectric food too. This Grassy Terrain, I can get some, it'll help my Mons in the long run, and Jirachi cannot get poisoned, which is really great here. Not sure what he would want to switch into this. Maybe Toxapex, get up the second layer. He doesn't have a Hyperspace switch in right now either, which is great for me. Because every time Hoopa comes in on Pex, then I just get that kill. Or even Zapdos if it's not offensive. But yeah, we're looking at a pretty good spot, despite the fact that we couldn't get Rocks up. He does go Zapdos over anything, so I would probably expect a Roost right here. I'm just going to go right here for the U-turn. And I'm going to bring in my Kyurem on the Volt Switch, which is totally fine. Do we take a Bullet Punch? Kyurem, we do take a Bullet Punch, and we can Sub-Zero. So, do I want to take a Bullet Punch? If he's a Roost, then this is just going to be a big waste of time. We'll go for the Sub-Zero Slammer. We do not take that because he was bulky. Yeah, we were calcing with no attack. So now I go Manectric right here. Yep. As I think he has to Predictive, right? I think he has to go Landorus. As I'll just Hidden Power Ice right here, predicting that. Well, Flamethrower is pretty free. Because I can just Hidden Power Ice the following turn. And at this point, Scarf Landorus just kills us anyway, so we're gonna Flamethrower right here. I'm hoping he stays in, so that way my Kyurem's, well, my Kyurem's dead, but I'm hoping he stays in. Keldeo can, I need this Hoopa to wall break the rest of his team, basically. Did Zapdos get that Roost off, or it Volt Switched? Okay. So Zapdos is sitting at a lower amount of health, yeah, 49. So that might be in range of Thunderbolt if he's Fizz-Def and not Spidef. I know I'm calcing a lot, guys, but I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things right here. So Manectric goes for Thunderbolt. It's a roll. And he's taking his time with this play too. I understand that completely. Or maybe he's just trying to bluff the not Scarf on Landorus and then click it later. And then click Earthquake. But if he goes Landorus, I'm HP Icing. Ideally, we just burn it. That would be great. But yeah, we should be fine right here. Did we ever get... No, we didn't get that Icium Z off because he Bullet Punched into us, and he got a lot of Grassy Terrain Recovery, which kind of sucks for us. But this Manectric is definitely my win condition right now. I have to keep it healthy. And I need to weaken Zapdos into range of it. It's basically what it's going to come down to if he's not Scarf Landorus. If he is Scarf Landorus, then we're just going to have to rely on some 50-50s with Hoopa Keldeo. Because I'll bring in Keldeo, and then I'll have to double into Hoopa on the Toxapex. Don't time out. That'll be so anticlimactic. I mean, I'll take the points, but like I want to see how this plays out. He switches out into Zapdos, which doesn't want to take that hit at all, and I'll just follow it up with the Flamethrower again, I think, or just T-Bolt is fine. So we get rid of Zapdos, which is amazing. And if he's not Scarf Landorus, well, does Landorus drop to HP Ice? I would imagine it does. If he's like defensive, HPS doesn't kill, so he goes Toxapex. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt this. So he goes for Scald, and I'll just follow it up with another Thunderbolt. As he goes Scizor, and I'll just follow it up with another Thunderbolt. That's not knocking me out, and it's a double down right there. But now I bring in my, I think Hoopa. If it comes down to, I need Hoopa to kill the Pax. So if he goes, let's think this out. If I go Hoopa and he goes Landorus, then I'll be forced to go Jirachi. I think I'll go Keldeo. No, I think I'm gonna go Jirachi. As he does go Landorus, so we get that right. And now I Healing Wish into Hoopa, I think. No, this is bad. I'm just gonna Iron Head. He lets me get off damage, which is exactly what I needed. Earthquake did a lot. We're gonna go Keldeo right here, and we're gonna double into Hoopa. Alternatively, he might just stay in. No, we should have doubled. We should have pulled the switch. Okay, so now I go Hoopa. As he doubles back. Ooh. Okay, so now... Yeah, it just came down to those 50-50s right there. And if he's offensive right now, then... Yeah, that's going to be the game. So, we're going to click X right there, and I think we're going to leave it off right there. Unfortunate loss, but I think a lot of the games are close. That last game that we just played came down to a 50-50. The first one was a really close 1-0, but I'm glad I could get another live up for you guys. And like I said, IBA is going to be catching up in the coming weeks, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.